हेलो एभ्रिवान वेलकम ब्याक। आजको हाम्रो यो भिडियोमा चाहिँ म फेरि पनि एउटा नयाँ मक इन्टरभ्यू अन्डर ग्रेजुएट स्टुडेन्टको जसमा चाहिँ उहाँ चाहिँ कम्प्युटर साइन्स नभएको लास्ट टाइम मैले कम्प्युटर साइन्स स्टुडेन्टको गरेको थिएँ भने यसपालि चाहिँ मैले टेलिकम्युनिकेसनमा जान लाग्नु भएको एकजना स्टुडेन्टको चाहिँ जसको चाहिँ हजुरको 12 को 11 को 10 को रिजल्ट हेर्नुहुन्छ भने अबभ 3.5 छ सबैमा। उसको 12 मा चाहिँ 3.8 छ एक्ज्याक्टली भन्नुपर्दाखेरि र उसको आइएल्स स्याट पनि 1440 सो विच इज रियली नाइस स्कोर। त्यसको आधारमा उसले स्कलरसिप पनि राम्रो अमाउन्ट अफ स्कलरसिप पाउनुभएको छ। युएनडीमा छ, नर्थ टेक्सस युएनटी नर्थ टेक्ससमा छ। त्यसपछि गएर उहाँको I-20 यहाँ हजुरले तल देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ। मैले यहाँ तल I-20 राखिरहेको छु। त्यो I-20 को आधारमा उहाँको लिभिङ कस्ट हजुरहरूले आफैले छुटाउन सक्नुहुन्छ। लेफ्ट र राइट कोलममा छ देखेको छ, जुन हजुरहरूले यहाँ राइट कोलममा देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ। उहाँको ट्युसन कति छ, लिभिङ कस्ट कति छ र मिसलिनियस कस्टहरू, इन्सुरेन्स, बुक एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ गर्दाखेरि कति आउँछ। प्लस साइडमा अर्को कोलममा हजुरले देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ कि कति स्कलरसिप पाउनुभएको छ एज पर उहाँको चाहिँ एकाडेमिक एक्सिलेन्सीले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ। अनि त्यसमा पनि उहाँको आफ्नो पर्सनल फन्डिङ कति छ त आफ्टर स्कलरसिप पे गर्नुपर्ने, त्यो सबै यहाँ साइडमा देखिएको छ। त्यसको आधारमा अब उहाँलाई चाहिँ मैले उहाँको इन्टरभ्यू नजिक आउँदै गरेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि मक इन्टरभ्यू गरेर अनि उहाँको चाहिँ मैले भिडियो यसरी युट्युबमा हाल्ने कन्सेन्ट लिएपछि चाहिँ मैले यो भिडियो बनाएको हो। यदि हजुरहरूलाई यो हेल्पफुल हुन्छ भने प्लिज लेट मी नो। अनि यस्तै कुनै अरू भिडियो हजुरहरू चाहनुहुन्छ भने कुनै स्पेसिफिक मेजरको लागि त्यो पनि म ट्राई गर्न सक्छु। यदि हजुरहरूको इन्टरभ्यू आउँदैछ भने भिजा लगाइसकेकोहरूलाई कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन, आउँदैछ भने गुड लक। यसरी यही मक इन्टरभ्यूलाई आधार मानेर एन्सर कसरी प्रिपेयर गर्ने आफूले भन्ने कुराहरूमा हजुरहरूलाई हेल्प हुनसक्छ भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ मैले यो भिडियो बनाइरहेको छु। होपफुल्ली यो चाहिँ हजुरहरूलाई हेल्पफुल भइरहेको छ भन्ने मलाई लागिरहेछ। यदि छैन भने, यदि यसमा कुनै पनि सुधार गर्नुपर्ने छ, यदि कुनै एड गर्नुपर्ने छ, केही कुराहरू हजुरहरूलाई कमेन्ट छ, केही डिफ्रेन्ट गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने जस्तो लाग्छ भने प्लिज कमेन्ट सेक्सनमा राख्नु होला। म त्यसलाई पनि ध्यान राखेर चाहिँ नेक्स्ट टाइम भिडियो बनाउँदाखेरि त्यसलाई पनि ध्यानमा राख्ने गर्दछु। हेलो, हाउ आर यु ब्रो?
Hello, Dai. Good morning.
Okay, so let's start the mock. I'll start asking questions first, okay? I'll start asking from why did you apply for the United States? So that's how I will start. Let's get it started, okay? So how did you understand?
Okay.
How did you find about the US studies?
Well, officer, I had watched the vlogs of singing USA YouTuber, and he used to show the life of his international student in the United States, and he showed opportunities for international students for studying in the US. So that really inspired me for pursuing my undergrad degree in the United States.
Okay, and when did you thought about going to US?
When I was in my 12th grade, I started watching those videos, and I started preparing for SAT and IELTS and upgrading myself for US officer.
How much did you score on SAT, since you mentioned about the SAT?
Yes, officer, I had a score of 1440.
Okay, nice. So which one did you find? Did you feel a little bit harder?
I found SAT more easier than IELTS because I was already familiar with mathematics and all formulas and all. So mathematics in SAT was very much easy for me. And with practice on SAT reading, it was not hard SAT reading, but IELTS was a bit harder for me since I was not in a highly English speaking skill. I was in a normal school during my high school. So that's why IELTS was a bit challenging for me.
Okay. Alright, I'm looking at your I-20 right now and I see that you have a good scholarship, but still you have to pay some amount. How are you going to manage the tuition fee?
Officer, my parents can easily afford this tuition fee, so I'm going to this university with this sort of expenses. Actually, my father has a transportation business with 4 taxis currently operating inside Kathmandu Valley, and they are registered in Nepal Meter Taxi Association. From there, he makes around $25,000 in a year. And my mom also has a poultry farm, and there she raises 2,000 chickens in a batch and earns around $15,000 in a year. Also, we have a house in Kathmandu. From there, we collect a rent of $5,000. Moreover, my parents also has a saving of $50,000 for the purpose of my education, officer.
Okay, so you just mentioned the 2,000 chickens in a batch. So how much do you think is gonna make in a year
Officer, it's around $15,000 after cutting all the expenses in that business.
Have you ever tried to help in your family business?
Yes, officer. When I used to go to my hometown, I often used to help my mother and the employees in business. Also, when our chickens used to come Kathmandu for the cold store, I used to give my hands, officer.
Okay. Any specific reason for selecting this major?
Officer, actually, when I was kid, I often used to wonder how the invisible signals around the sky can produce pictures and sounds on my television. And this curiosity led me to more research in the field of communication technology. And I found that Nepal is lagging in this field and lacks lots of communication infrastructure. So, by studying computer engineering with focus on wireless communications and computer networks, I will learn valuable skills such as signal processing, modulation techniques, antenna designs, and all. And I will work as a senior network in a prominent telecommunication company here in Nepal, so that I can contribute to building infrastructure for communication technology.
All right. Since when you started thinking about this major?
Officer, when I was kid, I already used to be in this field of technology and communication, officer. But when I was in my 10th grade, I actually was very clear about pursuing an engineering degree in technological field, officer.
Okay. Any specific reason for selecting this university?
Officer, this university has all the specialized resources for my career goal of becoming a network engineer. For example, this university has Texas Analog Center of Excellence, the world's largest institution-based research center for the study of analog and mixed signals. And here I can participate on the ongoing research project like AI hardware for ultra-reliable wireless networks. Moreover, this University of Texas at Dallas, has strong connection with the telecom companies of the nearby telecom corridor, and through it, I will get valuable industry insights. Moreover, its diverse community of tech enthusiasts and all really attracted me this university, officer.
All right. Have you done any research regarding the city and the state?
Yes, officer, I'm pretty much familiar with the city and state.
What you will be doing during your free times?
During my free times, I will be involving in activities such as fitness club, and I will be going in library or in labs and do my projects, assignments. I will pretty much spend my time to uplift my skills and build my skills, and that's all, officer.
How did you find about this university?
Officer, I found about this university through a YouTube channel, and there she had mentioned this university's facilities and how this university is great for a tech aspirant. So I did more research on this university, and I found that this university is perfect for me.
All right. Okay. So since you say you have done research, what are the source of your research?
Officer, I simply used internet, Google, and typed all the things that I was curious about this university, and I went through all the websites, and I found all the necessary information that I required, officer.
Did you took any help from anyone during the application process?
Yes, officer. There was a brother and who had a YouTube channel named Foreign Land, and he had helped me a lot in preparing for the university and preparing for the interview and all. So yeah, I will give credit to him, officer.
So do you have any plan after the graduation?
Yes, officer. After my graduation, I want to work in a prominent telecommunication company in Nepal, like NTC, Ncell, and Whirling. And there, I will work as a senior network engineer, and I will utilize my knowledge and skills to research, test, and recommend telecommunication and data network system for constant performance improvement. And in the long run, I aspire to establish my own data center by gathering enough experiences and resources and provide service to the international clients by keeping their servers in my data center, officer.
All right. So have you done any work or any internship after your high school regarding that will help you in future?
Officer, I had taught computer science to the students of grade 3 and grade 4 in my previous middle school, and there I learned public speaking skills and all teaching skills. So it really helped me to be social around and talk around people. So that is the thing that I did, officer.
So you still understand that there is a difference between the culture and also the education systems between Asian countries and the United States, like Western world. How are you gonna manage and handle yourself on those differences?
Yes, officer. The cultures of Nepal is deeply traditional and community centered, and the peoples are involved in the all the community activities, while the peoples in Dallas or in my city, the city I'm going to are pretty much individualistic, and they are more on with all the urban amenities. So I will be in contact with international advisors who will connect me with the students in similar situation. Also, I will be joining this Nepalese student community where I will find the sense of belonging and support. And moreover, I will be going to Nepalese students to satisfy my food craving. So I have strategies to manage those cultural difference, officer.
Have you ever been away from your family?
No, officer. I have never been away from my family for a longer period of time.
How are you gonna manage this distance while you are studying in the United States?
Officer, although it is a challenge for me, it is also an opportunity to be an independent. So, despite that, the initial days will be harder for me. It is a perfect opportunity for me to build myself and to be independent. So, I will be managing, officer.
Okay, so using a technology that you will manage yourself.
Yes, officer. It could be technology and all, and yeah.
Do you have any plan or intention to take an opportunity, job opportunity in United States?
No, officer. I have no intention of staying in the United States after completing my studies.
So, would you like to continue your master's education or grad studies?
Officer, I have not thought about pursuing master's or graduate studies at the moment. And if I would require further studies after completing my graduation, then I will think about it later. But for now, my plan after graduation is to work for a prominent telecommunication company in Nepal.
Don't you want to open your own business?
Yeah, I want to open my own business, but that will require a time. So after gathering enough experiences and resources, I will definitely opt for it.
Okay. So, do you think you deserve visa today?
Officer, absolutely. I really think that I will get visa today since I'm qualified. I feel that I'm qualified for all the requirements, all the visa requirements. Yes.
All right. You have a good stay in America.
Thank you very much, officer. You made my day.
Okay. All right. It was overall. It was really nice. The answers that you are giving is perfect. I loved it. So you know what you are saying. The first thing is when I ask you why do you select this major, I feel that was genuine. That you are fascinated about the this wireless communication, how these signals are transferring to the antenna. I like that concept. I don't know is that truth or not, but I loved it. So was that true?
Yeah, it was a bit true. I would say that we used to have a dish antenna previously. Our dish antenna often used to get disoriented by winds and rains. So I used to fix it myself, and during that period, I often used to wonder. So it was kind of true, I would say.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's why I heard. I mean, this is our second time doing an interview, mock interview. So since this time I'm recording, yeah, but last time I heard a little bit different. The way you were saying the same story differently, but which I also feel that personally I feel that you are not scripted. So you don't sound like you are reading something or you have a script already pre-written, because you are giving me a different way of you answering. The way you are answering is different, even though you are giving the same point in a story, but the way you start the answer is perfect. One more thing that I would like to say is don't start with the well officer all the time. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Most of your answers, you start from the well officer. You know, I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, but it will give me a time to think about the answer. So
Right.
it has become a habit, but I will try to change it.
Yeah, that's definitely a great idea to take time and think. But you can also say, that was a very good question. That's a very nice question. You can also say that. It's an interview. You can keep it more casual. The way you answer, the way they will respond. So this sponsor, like in on this, I think sponsor question. You mentioned that your dad has a vehicle transportation business where he is running 4 taxis, which is really nice. I mean, that's something that you definitely want to bring up in the first place because that has a higher income source, around 20 something,
Yeah.
right? I forgot exact
Twenty-five
number. Yeah,
thousand.
25,000. That
Yeah.
you definitely want to bring on the top, and then what I would suggest is put what amount you have got a scholarship. Just say because of my academic excellence, I've got this amount of scholarship, and this is the amount that I have to pay. So for that, my
Yeah.
parents are qualified to pay my tuition fee, where they are sponsoring, and they have this business. Like your dad has a vehicle transportation business, and your mom has a chicken business, and you have leasing, rent and all that. You can add gradually. So first, let's talk about your scholarship. That will boost your qualification. Whenever you get chance, just flex yourself. Talk
Yeah.
about
Okay.
your academic excellency. Talk about your grades that you got in your high school. Talk about the classes that you have taken. If you get a chance, just talk about it. Also, your GPA is really nice, and I know I saw your GPA before, and it's really nice. 3 point, like it's above 3.5, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So just try to flex whatever you have. And just like you so
Yeah.
I can see your medals in the background. You can also say, you can add all those things, whatever you have extra, because you are extra. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I will try my best to flex myself. I mean, express myself and present best version of myself. So that will be definitely by my strategy in the interview. So
Okay. Talking about your confidence and the flow that you're speaking, I like it. I mean, there's no comment on that because people get nervous. I've seen people getting nervous, and people like, they just get blanked sometime. So on your case, I didn't see anything about it. Like I didn't have any complaint. You are
so
perfectly, on the flow. You are perfectly on the vibe. Like you are just there. You are. So I think the only thing that you have to change, not have to, but you can change is sponsor. The answer the way
yeah.
you answer the sponsor question, you probably want to say about your scholarship. You probably want to put that
Proceed.
on the first, and then after go for it. So you have a clear vision for plan after graduation. You already know what you want to do after the graduation and how you want to do it. About the master's degree, you already mentioned that you don't want to pursue master's degree. Okay, you have because you haven't have any plan for now, which is great. Okay, what about your siblings? Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I do have a siblings, and he is 12 or 13 years old, and he's studying in grade 8.
Okay. Uh, do you have any friends and family in America?
No, I do not have any friends or families in the United States.
So uh, you are the first generation college student, college scholar.
Yes,
Okay, you
yes,
can
sir.
also mention that. You can also mention that, and that is right. That is really a good point to mention, because from the Western side, Western education system, they always try to encourage the people, especially first-time college student or first-generation college student. They always try to encourage them. So you can also mention that whenever you get chance, just try to say that. Uh, I don't know where you're gonna put that, but try to adjust somewhere in your answers. Do you have any
Whenever you
question for
get
me?
chance. Yeah, you just suggested me the areas where I should, improve. So that's all. I will keep in mind on that, and I will focus on improvement. So I hope I will get the visa, and you have done so much for me, and I would like to thank you for that.
Okay. Well, I'll try to give you one suggestion for the interview. not for your answers, but for the interview. On the time, like during the time of interview, just don't get panic and don't overthink about anything. Just calm yourself,
Okay.
try to collect yourself, and just be there.
Okay.
Focus and concentration will get you forward.